My birthday present to ex-wife. Posted by Reddit user It's Me03.
Was told you guys would get a kick out of this. I had originally posted it in another topic, but it was suggested I'd share it with you. So here it is. Gather round, boy and girls, because it's time for the story of my cheating ex-wife and how I fucked her. Now bear with me as this is a bit of a long one, but fuck it. So, I had a feeling she was cheating, as she set off a lot of red flags. Constantly laughing and smiling when texting, saying it was just her mother when I asked. Needing to stay late every night after work. When I'd call in, her co-workers said she left hours ago. When I asked her what was going on, she'd laugh it off and say it was just something they did to each other at the office all the time. The last straw to where I knew something was definitely up was when she went out to get milk at 11:30 at night and didn't come back till 2 in the morning. Now if there are any words of wisdom I can pass on to others in all my years of experience, it's if you think your significant other is cheating, hire a fucking private investigator. They're goddamn good at what they do, and they will get some evidence that really helps in the later divorce. Fast track to her birthday, several months down the road. Now I know what you're thinking, why the hell did I wait months before I confronted her, and did it really need to be on her birthday? The answer to the first question is, I wanted as much evidence as possible to hand off to my lawyer, as well as make arrangements to find a new place to live, etc. Answer to your second question is of course, it had to be on her birthday. You see, after asking her what she wanted to do on her birthday this year, she was rather insistent on me going out of town with my friends, as she just had to work anyways and didn't want to be reminded she was aging. So I know something is up, and after finding a bottle of champagne and 2 glasses hidden in my closet, something in me snaps. So, I do what any sensible man would have done. I leave and go to my friend's house, pretending like I am going out of town. While there, I call up her mother, father, sister, and several of her friends. I tell them how I want to give her a big surprise by sneaking into her room with party streamers, kazoos, and a big cake with candles. Sounds fun, right? Well, boy was it. It's 8:30 in the morning, and I have everyone meet just outside our apartment. We all pile in the elevator, about 8 of us in total, her mother holding the cake and me reminding everyone to be as quiet as they can be. I put my key in and unlock the door. We all sneak in and make our way down the hall towards the bedroom. Each hold a kazoo, and mom holding the cake, grinning from ear to ear. Well, as I throw open the door and we all yell surprise. But the surprise was on us, and there was my wife, bent over in doggy-style position, with her lover staring at us wide-eyed mid-thrust. Mom drops the cake, sister screams, father begins to shout. I pretend like I'm horrified, to which her friends try to push everyone out while yelling at her. Wife, excuse me, ex-wife is sobbing and screaming how could I, while the lover is desperately trying to put his pants on while running out of the place. Needless to say, it was one of the best birthday presents I have ever given. TLDR gave ex-wife a kick-ass birthday present.
This is beautiful. The last few days I was listening to simps whining. This is an amazing ear cleanser and restored a little bit of faith in me. Sure, it's an old story, but it's definitely a classic. But I have to defend OP's ex-wife here. We gotta give her some credit for being honest at that moment. She was technically telling the truth when she said she was going out to get milk, although she didn't mention that she was the one doing the milking. On a more serious note, she was caught red-handed shagging another guy, which is obvious to everyone present, clearly wasn't her husband. But she has the fucking nerve to ask, how could you? As if her family and friends interrupting her fuckfest somehow puts OP in the wrong? That's kind of how cheaters behave. They will justify anything that makes them not feel as bad. One of their favorite line is, things would never have gotten so complicated if you would have just kept my secret. That's what they do, gentlemen. Rather than being a rational adult and taking responsibility, they blame and beat down their partners. And for some fucking reason, a lot of men keeps falling for it. The gaslighting, the fake crying, the fake regret and guilt. Gentlemen, if you have a friend or family member that is getting deceived by a cheater, tie them down to a chair and keep slapping them until they finally open their eyes and wake up. Because if they don't, it could literally ruin their lives. Now for OP's update.
Fuck, sorry everyone. Was about to respond when I saw I had a bunch of requests as to what happened next, so here it is. Well, to be honest, it was funny as hell at first. I tried to disguise my laughing by pretending I was choking up. After so long of being betrayed, I was the one who get to have the last laugh. Plus, since I had hired the private investigator, I was able to prove she was using my money to pay for things for her lover, hotels, dinners, etc. So I did get some compensation for that. Though, she still did get half of my life savings, that fucking bitch. But I was young and just starting out, so the amount I had then is pretty laughable now. So then reality sets it. Your marriage is over. The woman you fell in love with has betrayed you, and the last 2 years of your life were a bit of a waste. In the end, it's not even about the money. I really thought I loved this girl, why didn't she love me? For the longest time I wondered what was wrong with me, and if anyone would truly be able to love me. Not to mention I was really close to her dad. Mine left when I was younger, and I never spoke to him since then, so hers kind of took me under his wing. Kind of the father I never had. I still call him from time to time, share with him my accomplishments as they come, and even stop by to see him when I get a chance. Divorce is never fun, boys and girls, and take my advice. When you're young and in love, don't be foolish and run into something. Take some time to really get to know the other person. Wait 3 to 5 years. Move in together. Fuck, I wish someone had just pulled me aside and said, man, think about what you're doing. Maybe you should give it some time. Also, another piece of advice. The old saying about you know how a girl really is by how she treats her parents. This is absolutely true. She was a total bitch to her parents, that should have been my first red flag.
Gentlemen, here is a much better advice from your host, Patson. Just don't get fucking married. Hold on. Don't start attacking me in the comments just yet. Hear me out first. Look, getting married in today's modern society is one of the worst things a man can do to himself. Let's talk about the cost of the actual ceremony and reception first. The average cost of a wedding in the US alone is $28,000. 28 fucking thousand for a reunion with family and friends and a piece of paper. I know what you're thinking. There are many ways to get married for a lot cheaper. And you're correct. But here's the question. What does a man gain from getting married? Risk. That's what you get. You are literally risking at least half of everything you have to marry a woman. Take OP as an example. Despite solid evidence of his ex-wife's infidelity, the courts still gave her half his shit. Equality, right? 41% of all marriages end in divorce. And 70% of all those divorces are initiated by women. It's understandable if it's due to abuse. But the sad part is, the vast majority file for divorce because they get rewarded from it. In today's marriage, men have everything to lose, while women have everything to gain. This doesn't even include lawyers, court costs, child support, alimonies, and God forbid, paternity fraud. How the hell is that fucking fair? To the people asking why men are now refusing to get married? Well, here's your answer. I hope you're satisfied. Just like how I will be satisfied if you consider donating to me, your host Patson. Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my YouTube channel for you to watch absolutely free. So consider clicking that super thanks just below the video title, or you can use my PayPal in the description box down below. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, make sure to subscribe to Patson to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.